That's it. Come on. Oh.
It's not good.
Doesn't sound good.
Oh, God. What have you gotten me into?
Hi there. Who are you? I'm old Greg. Pleased to meet you. What do you want? Maybe I should ask you the same question. What you doing in my waters? Just taking the air, you know. Not fishing.
Brandon?
What you doing in my waters?
What are you doing in my waters?
Come on, Greg. Hey, Kyle, you're here.
I am here. You're here.
And we are both here together in a boat.
What are you watching?
It's old Greg.
It's old Greg. And we referenced this last time, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Folks, you gotta
watch old Greg.
You gotta watch old Greg.
Go join him in his waters.
In his waters.
Wait, if you're here and I'm here, that means this is yet another episode of
TekTalks.
TekTalks, episode 20.
Lucky number 20.
Lucky number 20.
That's it, man.
Who's that? Andrew Jackson? Who's on the 20?
Oh, yes. Ooh, okay. Ooh. He's come up in the news recently.
Isn't he still alive or something?
Well, yes. He presided over the Civil War and Vietnam and every other war in between.
Okay. Why? Why did the Civil War?
I have no idea.
Why the Civil War?
People are asking. Inquisitive minds want to know. Okay.
What are we doing?
Last episode was EdPuzzle.
Yes.
The student side.
Student side of EdPuzzle. Teachers want to create more dynamic, put in checkpoints, questions to any video they can find online.
Correct.
It was pretty cool. It was pretty easy to use, too.
It really easy to use, and I think it helped boost engagement. And if you want to sort of, do a flippity doodle with your classroom, it is a helpful tool.
And it was, but there was a deeper dive.
Yeah.
There's another side to it.
Right. So we're going to do a teacher side of it. Now, on the teacher side, there is a medium dive and then a deep dive.
We're going to do the medium
dive. We're going to do the medium dive because the deep dive is, and I'll ruin the plot there for when we get around to it. EdPuzzle can be deeply incorporated into Google Classroom.
Okay.
But without using Google Classroom and a pretty decent knowledge of how to do it, I think that would be lost on a lot of our viewers.
Okay, so maybe we need to do a little review of Google Classroom first, and then do some EdPuzzle.
Exactly.
Connecta-bedecta.
Yeah, correct. So today we're going to do a medium dive.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, so let's go to EdPuzzle, and first off, I'm looking at my teacher page now.
So you have signed in and created an account.
Yeah.
And Blajamo.
Exactly. Up here in this nav bar, I have a record of all the EdPuzzles that I've created. That's under my content.
Okay.
And then if I've created any classes, they are here, and you can see that like on a secondary nav bar there, I've got the name of the class. This particular one we're looking at is called Old Gregsters.
Old Gregsters.
I have right now 4 members of that that I've invited via email, and I've given them one assignment, and that's to look at Old Greg.
Let's look at Old Greg.
Right, and to be honest, I even have a grade book which I can use if I want to.
On how they did on the quiz or whatever.
On the actual EdPuzzle and the questions
on
themselves.
The grade, on the Old Greg.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so that's kind of navigating around here.
Okay, so that's what I'm looking at. But let's say I'm new to this. I just opened my account.
Yeah.
I want to start getting
I want
to build my classroom.
Okay, very good. So the very first thing is we're going to go over here to the left. And we're going to hit add class.
This is right here. That's the deep dive.
That's the deep dive.
So eventually we'll go there, but for now we're going to go.
So right now, don't touch that button.
Okay. Okay, I'll hold off on that. Okay. But can I touch this one?
Please touch it.
Okay. Ooh, class name.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to create a new class, whatever you want to call it.
Make an assessment.
Make an assessment.
Make an assessment.
And then hit the check mark.
Hit that check mark.
Yep. Okay. And so now immediately it takes us over here and says, make sure your students can join the class. So now we're going to invite some students.
Okay, so this is your computer.
Yep.
So let's invite me.
All right.
Dekmingen.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the deal now. I would probably, in the not using Google Classroom, I would copy that.
Okay.
Let me do a copy doodle. Is that Control?
Command.
Command C. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is get out of that. This is a class code that I'm going to email to students so that they can join the class.
Okay.
And then presumably I would have a class Google group set up in my Gmail. Okay. Let's just assume that I do.
Okay.
And I'm going to just compose a message to them. Now I'm just going to send that to you if that's okay.
Okay, that's
fine. Is that
all
all right?
Yeah,
all right.
I got my email open
All right,
here.
so Brandon's got his email open, so I'm going to send him this class code. So EdPuzzle link, and I'm just going to paste it there. All right, so hopefully this comes in fairly quickly.
Pajamo, got it?
All right. So go ahead, Brandon. I know they can't see it, but talk us through.
Okay, so I have copied the link. Now I need to go to the EdPuzzle website.
Yes.
So I'm going to go to edpuzzle.com.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
So I go to edpuzzle.com. Now
Right.
you could provide the link to the EdPuzzle website in the email that you
Sure,
sent.
absolutely,
Which
yeah.
you probably should have.
Yeah, I probably should have.
Killing me right now.
Sorry about that.
I have an account, so I signed up. I
Yep.
have an account.
Right.
And now
And so
what
students,
do I do?
when they sign in, you're going to get this thing. Hey, I'm a new student. You're going to click that button. You're going to go through that process. All right?
Oh, okay. So got it. All right,
Yep.
so I want to join a class.
Yep.
Okay, so I hit the join a class button.
Yep.
So it's right there. And then just ask me to type in that code that you sent me. So
That is exactly correct. Yep.
Search. I'm searching for that class.
Right.
Make an assessment.
Make an assessment, and
Join.
you're going to join the class. Right. So it is as easy as that.
Okay.
Like y'all didn't see that because it's on Brandon's screen, but
But I
Brandon,
should
how
be-
was it? Like from a student perspective?
It's pretty easy.
Okay, right.
So now I should be in your class.
Right. So if you hit refresh,
Let's refresh that.
it's going to show up now that I have probably one student.
Make an assessment. Members. Hey, there I
There
am
you go.
right there. Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right.
So you were
So
Okay, so now I've made my class, right?
got
So
me-
you can
you got some
imagine
students.
that I would have this whole list of things.
you blanket one email to all your students. They sign up, maybe make up a homework assignment.
Exactly.
Or whatever.
Okay, so now remember earlier in the video we said like this is what this sub category was of members.
Okay.
So you can imagine this would just be all your classes, all your students.
Okay.
So now the next thing is
You give me some kind of
an
an EdPuzzle to watch.
How do we make an assignment? Okay, so that's pretty easy, right? So click under assignments, and then I'm going to assign a lesson. It's going to ask me which EdPuzzle do you want to use.
So you could you need to probably either create one
Yes.
or one that you've already created.
That is exactly correct.
So if I
Okay,
wanted
right.
to, I would just click on this one if I wanted to assign it.
Yep.
Can I assign multiple?
That's a good question. I don't know.
So maybe
Let's
can
see.
I click
I
on this
doubt
one
it.
and this one. No, maybe I can.
Ooh, wow. Okay.
Well, we don't let's hold off on
Yeah,
that.
let's not do that.
Because okay, but then or I can just create a new video.
Yeah, and then in the previous video, we created a new one. So viewers have seen that
in episode 19.
in episode 19, right?
Pajama.
Okay, so now all we're going to do is hit this. Click, and then I'm going to assign it. And it's going to ask me, okay, which class do you want to assign it to? You can assign it to multiple classes if you want.
But I want to assign this to make
an assessment, and then down here you've got some superpowers.
Prevent. Ooh, superpowers.
Yep.
Ooh.
Right?
Ooh.
Right?
Make it do tomorrow.
Exactly.
Oh, baby girl.
Okay, so again, like super easy interface.
All right, so I'm gonna. I just sent that.
You just sent it.
And then I'm gonna check my EdPuzzle. I'm gonna refresh my EdPuzzle platform here thing.
Right.
I have an assignment.
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna start it.
Okay. So Brandon is on his screen. He's starting it. You'll probably hear old Greg. And what I'm going to do is
I'll turn this down.
Okay. I'm going to click progress, and I'm going to see what ends up happening when Brandon goes through this. Okay. So you can see that this is the assignment. I've hit progress. This is going to show me all the students that are making their way through this. Right now, it's only Brandon. If I click his name, we can see that Brandon has actually missed the first question, Brandon.
Dang it, I missed it.
I can see that already, right? You answered Papa Hemingway, and the correct answer was Papa Moon.
You know, I seem to have missed that detail.
I see that. Now, do you want to go back and answer that again?
No,
you don't? Okay, all right.
I'm all about fair.
Okay, cool.
But I'm about to come up to my second question.
Okay.
Who peers in the boat? He is a scaly. How do you spell scaly?
SCALY.
Fish man.
He's a scaly man fish.
Scaly fish man.
So you're going to submit that.
Okay, continue.
Yeah. Now put it on pause for a second, Brandon. I want to show you something kind of cool.
Okay.
This actually shows your specific progress. Each student, if I clicked on their name, how far you've made it through the video.
Okay.
Right? And if you've watched it multiple times, it's going to show up.
Change the color.
Exactly.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that awesome?
Okay, yeah,
right. So
excellent.
again, if we go back, imagine that I had a number of students here. I could click on any of them.
And check it out.
And check it out.
All right, cool. Let's keep going.
Yeah, okay, cool.
And then you got another class I saw. Do they have a little bit more comprehensive data?
Yeah, do you want to see that?
Well, I mean, you could do that while I'm
okay.
up
All
my
right.
quiz.
So Brandon's going to be taking his quiz. I'm going to show you guys
down,
back.
turn this
I've
down.
got another class that I called Old Gregsters, and I assigned them the same video. And when I hit progress, you see I've got number one.
Ya mother lecca.
Ya mother lecca. You've got I've got 4 students in here, and Brandon, take a look. James Dean, I've graded his completely.
Nice, James.
Yeah, so that's designated in green. The rest of these students I haven't graded. So let's go in and let's take a look at Matthew's.
See how Matthew does.
Okay, so we see that Matthew, right here, he made his way quickly through 100% of the video watched. Right now he's got 2 of 5 questions correct. Now let's take a look. Right now, if we were to turn his grade in, he'd have a 40. But let's go down and look at this, Brandon. Take a look. Okay, the first question was self-grade. He got Papa Moon right. The second question, I have to grade it. So how would you describe the creature who appeared in the boat? Matthew answered campy, mildly creepy, and a shiny suit. What do you think?
It's pretty decent.
That's a good grade. All right, so Bajamo, and watch what happens. 3 out of 5.
Okay, correct response.
Okay, exactly. So again, number 3 was a self-grade. He got that correct. It was Mother Licka.
Mother lecca.
Mother Licka. And then 4, the creature asked 2 main questions. What are they? Ever drink from
Baileys,
a shoe?
Ever drink Baileys from a shoe?
And ever want to come to a club? What do you think?
I think those are correct.
Those are
There's
correct.
some details missing.
Thank goodness.
Want to come to a club.
So I'm going to give him another checkity doodle.
Where you...
And then what do you think old Greg does next? He jumps into the lake. Now, let's say if I don't give him credit, I'm just going to hit the 0 button.
Okay.
All of this is graded. He gets 80%. But let's say, hey, let's say I want to give him, all right, it was a guess, right? Let's give him an 80. Can I do that? Yes, I can.
Cool.
Okay, so when I go back then to look at the progress, I see that Matthew's bar has gone from red to green, designated visually, optically, that I've finished grading that.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, so I'm about to come to the end of my little assessment
All right,
here.
cool. So I'm going to jump back then into
Make an assessment.
make an assessment.
And what do you think old Greg does now? Shows me something special.
That would be correct. Okay. And then
great.
hit submit.
And I continue.
Great.
And I'm done with old Greg.
You're done with old Greg. Now, here's a downside, Brandon.
I'm going to watch it again and see what happens with that color. Anyway, keep talking.
Okay. So as a student, without using Google Classroom, you don't actually get a student email response saying, hey, you finished the assignment.
Okay.
So that's a downside. We have to admit that, right?
Yeah.
And that was actually the feedback from Matthew and Tony and a few of the people that I shared the video with yesterday. It's like, wow, I didn't get anything that said I had finished the puzzle. And you're right.
Maybe they could update that later. I mean, they're
EdPuzzle's growing all the time, but that's the deep dive. If you were incorporated in with Google Classroom, you would get that.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so whatever.
Take a look at my data.
Okay, let's take a look at your progress. You have finished it 100%, but I have yet to grade it. And how do I know that, Brandon?
Because it's still red.
We call that red or pink?
Pink.
I would say it's pink. And pink would be the color of old Greg's tutu.
Old Greg the tutu.
Okay. Do you want to grade this?
Yeah, please do.
Okay, cool. All right, so, oh, look, Brandon, looky.
Yeah, I've made it past. Yeah. I've started watching it a second time, so the color has changed.
Yeah,
so I'm in
right.
my second iteration of watching it.
You missed the first one.
Bummer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you got the second one right.
The second one right.
Yep. You got the third one right. Good. And you got the fourth one really right. And I like your answer for the fifth one.
Show me something special.
Show me something special. There you go, 80%.
All right, now, so let's go back really quickly.
Sure.
So I finished my thing.
Yep.
You've done that. What's export do?
Oh, okay, that's cool.
All right. I'm seeing that export, and I'm kind of I'm interested in it. What
okay,
is it?
so I'm going to actually go to one that has
a little bit more data.
A little bit more data.
Okay,
right?
that's fine.
So let's go to Old Gregsters because it's got four students in there, and let's just say we're going to export those. Let's do it. So we're going to hit export. Let's see what happens.
You just downloaded a CSV.
CSV file.
Can I open that in Microsoft Excel and or Google Sheets?
You can open that in Google Sheets.
Love it because
Okay.
I'm in the Google train, baby.
Right. Okay. Good. Because if I try to open it now, viewers at home, I do not have Word on my computer, so it's going to open it in numbers.
Ouch.
And it's ick. Okay, so I've got it down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop over here into Drive, and I'm going to go into my Drive, and I'm going to upload that puppy. Let's do a file upload. And that would probably be in a download. There's the old Gregsters in a CSV format.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to upload that.
See what happens.
Just to see what happens, you know? Let's kick it. Okay, shall we?
Do it.
Do it.
Oh,
it's going to ask me what it's going to open in. I'd like to open it in Google Sheets, please. Okay, cool. And come on. Come on. Pajamo!
Okay, so you
Pajamo!
So if I'm keeping track of stuff in Google Sheets, I can export this data pretty easily.
Yeah.
Copy paste, or if given any of the other Google Sheets stuff that we do, maybe you could have this updating someplace automatically.
Exactly.
Who knows?
Right? So, dude, this isn't bad, huh?
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all. Okay, so that is the that's like the.
So yeah, let's just recap it.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Okay. So again, this is the medium dive into the teacher side of.
So as a new teacher, I came in.
Yep.
I made my account and then I created a class.
Let's go to the top first, right? If I create my content here.
Yeah. So my content, so I can create new videos.
And we did that in episode 19.
Episode 19. Cool. Once I have stuff that I want to share with my kids.
Yep.
Either I can just send it to individuals, or it's a little bit more efficient to create classes.
That's correct.
And then when I create this class name, Boost. We're going to go Boots.
Boots.
So they're going to give me a code to send to all my kids.
Yep.
Okay, so I'd probably send them this code plus a link to. Now, I would maybe have them set up an account.
Yes.
They'd need to do all that beforehand.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Right.
That's pretty easy.
And honestly, if you're going to use EdPuzzle, I would say, hey, commit to that year. Make that actually one of your professional development goals.
Yeah.
Have your kids set their EdPuzzle accounts up at in August.
Yeah.
And so then by September, it's kind of automatic for them.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I like it.
Yeah, I do too.
Cool.
I really do. I think it is a really cool teacher tech tool.
Yeah, it is.
And it's good for students too. Again, I mentioned this in the last video. We've gotten good feedback so far from teachers and students.
So far, this is looking really fun. So this is great. Now,
so
on the
Brandon,
make
an assessment.
I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. No, it's great, Kyle. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
And so next time it looks like we're going to be looking at this.
Yeah. And I gotta tell you, that's nifty.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. So, hey, in the meantime, thanks for being here.
Hey, I appreciate you coming by.
All right, so this has been this has been Kyle
and Brandon
and
old Greg.
But then how come this hook's in my head, fool?
It's nothing to do with me, sir.
It's attached to your rod, mother liquor.
Ah, see, one of the answers.
I've got so much to give.
Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
Guys, thanks for joining us.
We out.
We out.
What?
Gonna come to a club where people wee on each other?
No.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Excuse me?
I like you.
I like you,
What do
Howard.
you think of me?
Here it is.
I don't rightly know, sir.
Make
Make
an
an
assessment.
assessment.
We
I
out.
think you're a nice modern gentleman.
Don't lie to me, boy.
Quick.